Brandon has actually announced that he will be making a diss track aimed at academics, and I'm very excited about that, but I do want to cover this dispute so that people at home can...
Okay, we back with it. Ricky the Reactor. This is already starting off crazy, game. I had, if you've been following the page, I was listening to the dude, he brought the content, the Brandon boy, you know what I'm saying? And I just had some kind of feelings about just the way he was moving, you know what I'm saying? In this space and this black culture, right? However, we're going to get right back to it. Now, I was just Google searching some more stuff, and it seems like him and the DJ Akademiks, the king of the chat, you know what I'm saying? That's what they call in the chat god. Yeah, they beefing. So we about to get into this reaction video because we got to stay with the trending culture.
Understand exactly what's been going on because during this investigation, I found some very troubling and stupid stuff that I want to show you guys. And so I just want to explain. So DJ Akademiks was on his drunken stream the other day, and he was talking about Philly rapper YBC Duel, who passed away from violence. And this tragedy happened very shortly after his vlog with Brandon Buckingham was released on YouTube. And so Akademiks was covering YBC Duel's passing, and he brought up Brandon Buckingham and started speaking reckless. And this is where it all started. This is what kicked off the beef. And I just want to show you the first clip.
Hey, and I don't know this Brandon Buckingham guy. He might be like the Andrew Callahan guy who's not really into hip hop. He's just kind of, I'm just going to be the white boy voyeuristic type of look. So he's not like Traplo Ross. Traplo Ross, you could tell.
Yo, right away, right off the binat. And I'm biased on this, by the way. I mean, yes, that is my Nubian brother, you know what I'm saying, the academic. So there's a little bit of, we share the cultural lineage, right? I get it. But I just want to say this, I'm really kind of unbiased. I just like the content. I just want to hear what it was. I knew it struck a nerve with me. This is the first time I'm doing this. And I seen the boy, shout out to Point and Shoot, you know what I'm saying, for the, the originally recap. And I'm sure he's going to get a lot of details into all these things. But here's the hit. I got a video. Go back to my video. And it was about this young kid from Philly right now that they talking on. I felt some kind of way too. Not like horrible, but just kind of like, just admitting the fact that like, okay, like, what are you doing though? I think I even said something like, are you going to go put a link to a nonprofit or something? Like, you can come into the hood and get your footage and all that, but you got to give back something too. We ain't going to just run off with the views in the YouTube check. Yeah. Yeah. Let's let it rock though. Let's let it cook.
Like he's at least caring about the culture somewhat.
All right, so unprovoked, DJ Akademiks just starts going off on Brandon Buckingham and starts...
Stop. We got to stop right now. That's not unprovoked. See, that's not... And I don't know. Shout out to Point and Shoot. I just want to say this. I want to keep it fair. It's not unprovoked when you got black folks who automatically feel some kind of way about things in our culture off top, especially when we have people outside the culture. No offense, always gonna be a guest. It's okay. Take your shoes off, come on inside the house, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna celebrate and kick it, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say he feel bad. And the fact that you saying that he just is running off at the mouth as if like he can't talk, you know what I'm saying? Now, I've watched Akademiks throughout the years, okay? And so I know that he went through his own thing with the Chirac stuff. So, he got it too. Don't get it twisted. And he's black. You know what I'm saying? He's in this culture. And we can still go ahead and criticize our own. So don't think that y'all coming up in here and playing with the animals. Don't think that you coming up here and you're going to do the YouTube videos and that we not going to say nothing about you or nothing. And in a very kind way, too. By the way, this is very kind so far. I don't know. Maybe it's not kind. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me watch more. But the point is, you can't get mad when we see this kind of stuff, because even I was thinking it, and I'm unbiased. I'm just like, this is interesting. The fact that y'all don't see it is interesting. Oh, the fact that you can sit around all day and just make a video and research and Google and maps and all these things and break it down better than the public defenders and the prosecuting things, and just it's wreaking so much privilege. It's wreaking so much privilege that you can walk around a neighborhood. Don't worry about getting shot. Don't worry about nothing. And have your microphone. Even the black folks ain't going to do nothing to you. And you guys just think it's super cool. I ain't whack 100, but I'm on Pyru. It's like, no, let me not. On my bloods, hey, I got a cousin that was blood, but back to it.
It's calling him a white boy. He doesn't care about the culture. He's just using the culture to get money. And what I think he's trying to do, he's trying to use this as an opportunity. He's trying to use YBC Duel's death as an opportunity to get people to turn on Brandon Buckingham and sort of, in my opinion, blame Brandon's vlog for making YBC Duel's ops mad, and that's why he died. So this is a really
I need some more context there. I have not watched the Akademiks one. I need to probably get into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay as unbiased as possible. But no, it's just simple. Like when you have, you know what I'm saying, white folks, quote unquote, who's supposed to be the allies, mobbing around in black culture off top, we're going to feel some kind of way when we be seeing it. And we're not dumb, dog. Like, you think we're dumb? You think we're stupid? We can see what's going on. Yeah, you're going to get paid. When these views get ran up, yeah, you're going to get a check. Yeah.
Miami maneuver, I think. And so this clip will
Q Adam 22 with no jumper. Yeah.
would be shown to Brandon Buckingham, and then Brandon Buckingham says this in response.
Second, and says that I'm not for the culture, I'm not a fan of rap music, and says I'm voyeuristic. What has DJ Akademiks ever done? He's always sitting behind his computer screen. He's really a fat bitch. He's a fat, drunk bitch sitting behind.
That's wild, my boy. That's wild, my boy. This is when Twitter fingers to become gangsters. And I'm not mad. I go ahead and do what you gotta do. I don't know, man. It's like, let me just let this cook for a minute. Let me let it cook for a minute. But that is wild.
Behind his computer screen, watching my video, reacting to my video, saying that I'm voyeuristic, right? He's being voyeuristic about me. He's never even...
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and follow the train. Like, yeah, you going up here. I would never go over there to Philly. I already told you in the last episode, I ain't going there. So, yeah, if you're going to go there, yeah, we're going to go ahead and react to it. And we're going to say how we feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And if you call me whatever, I'll go ahead. The hope is that it'll hit the algorithm and we're going to get paid off it too. But at least, here's the thing. It's coming back home. You know what I'm saying? The moolah's coming back home, baby. See, that's the difference. This is your money's leaving out the hood. Yeah. Ooh, thumbs up. Hey. Yeah, it's out the hood. So yeah, man, it's almost like reparations in a kind of way.
Done anything.
Wow. So Brandon Buckingham calls him a fat bitch. What? He called him DJ Snackademics. He says he's a fat drunk bitch, and he just flamed.
It is funny though. It is funny. I mean, it is funny. It's humorous that he would say that about him. I mean, we ain't saying he's a skinny pencil neck.
Flamed him. And then he made a post basically saying the same thing, and DJ Akademiks would react to this. This is a little bit of a back and forth.
It really a fat drunk pussy for running right to his little stream after Dill died to say I'm not for the culture. I'm not into hip hop and I'm voyeuristic. When his woman beating bald ass, I'm not bald. What the fuck? I got mad here. I got more hair than you.
Oh, the hair is what struck a chord in that. So Brandon's saying that he is a woman beating bald-headed fat pussy. He doesn't stop for any of that, but when his hair is brought up, he goes, "What? I got more hair than you. Yeah, I put my hands on a woman, but I ain't bald.
Hey, man, this is all good content, man. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, it's all good content. The whole thing going, I can already tell it's all good content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let somebody catch you in a moment. Like I said, I'm unbiased, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, boom. You wasn't saying nothing to them boys that was shooting everything up. They said they was terrorizing the neighborhood and they was torturing. Yeah, you wasn't talking to them like that while you was walking around with your camera. And again, I'm unbiased. Man, we could all sit down and have a powwow. I ain't tripping. Let's get the content going. But yeah, let the best man or woman, he, them, they win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Or let's continue to keep it pushing with the bull.
I got more hair than you. What are you talking about?
Sits on a computer all day and afraid to go in any hood anywhere. Stay inside and keep talking shit from the comfort of your home. We're both civilians and I have 10 times as hard as your bitch ass. Brandon Buckingham, let me address you real clear. I'm going to tell you why you're voyeuristic about all this. You didn't go into Philly with a camera, no jump cuts, and just walk around. You made it the most entertaining coonery that we could possibly see. Rest in peace, Zach TV. What I see Zach TV did, and God rest his soul, I would never say that about Zach TV. Zach TV was really living it. I'm not saying I lived it with these niggas. Zach TV was really living it. He wasn't just like, oh, I'm passing through. Zach TV was really out there.
I mean, Brandon Buckingham was really out there too. His logic.
No. Coming through because people want clout, okay, does not mean that you're a part of this lifestyle, bro. No, man, no. In point and shoot, my good brother, look, check it out. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you're Caucasian or not. I'm not really sure. I'm not racist. I can't be racist, right? Okay. But what I'm saying is that, like, nah, bro, I'm just giving you the update. Like, just because you come into the hood and then you shoot stuff, no, like, they got real people. Like, I'm really from a place in Seattle. Like, I really grew up. Now I understand, oh, Seattle, they just milk cows up there. Like I said, the whole world is a ghetto. Everywhere you go. In Boise, Idaho, there's some hood cats. Believe me. They might be 10 of them, but there's some hood cats. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is, this is the lifestyle, the culture game. You see, it's the culture game. So when you got my boy, look how he got his hand on him. Man, it's almost like they said in the fair exchange, right? It's in their minds, right? They're like, we're gonna go here and get some clout for what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So we can run it up and become, famous on these internet streets. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what y'all doing. But it's not the same as someone like a Zach TV or someone who grew up in these neighborhoods who's really from there and they're getting this footage and all that. And they're really even more so putting themselves on the line. Because we know what's gonna happen to this guy right here. He's gonna go in, get the footage, and dip. I don't even see a link in the description for any organizations that these young people are going to. None of that. But he probably don't even think like that. Honestly, I can't even blame him. He probably don't even think like that. And that's what we mean by voyeurism and culture vulturing. That's what we mean.
Is so stupid. He's like, you could tell Trap Lil Ross really cares about the culture. Why?
And I don't know about none of that. I ain't co-signing that. So again, unbiased. I ain't gonna say Trap Lord. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna say that people get to watch hip hop all day on TV, and sometimes they start to believe that they're really, no, bro. Just because you could put the Google Maps and all that stuff, no. But we will watch it, and we've been supporting, and we've been running up your view counts. But we're not stupid. Like, no. Now, I don't know why Akademiks said that. I don't not co-sign that. Oh, by the way, I appreciate you just getting the content for us to react on our own culture and then give you a spin on how we feel about it.
Why? Because you say so? There's a ton of people out there who say that Trap Lord Ross is doing the same thing that you're accusing Brandon of doing, which is just making content. I mean, the logic here is so stupid. And the bottom line is that DJ Akademiks is accusing Brandon of something he hasn't even done yet, which is leaving the culture behind when he is done covering. I mean, you got to understand. You
naturally leave the culture behind, game. You naturally leave it because you're not really, like, it's not, you don't get that? Like, you're not, this ain't your home. Like, it's just not. And it's okay. Like, you're always going to be a guest in it. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, just to acknowledge that, like, yeah, like, I don't, like, when these guys, if you go look at the boy's last video, I watched this, I did a reaction to it. He said he was there from 2 p.m. to 12 o'clock. He left, and he said they were shooting. He said, you know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it. These cats, man, get to go home, man. You're not a part of none of that. You're not just because you listen to them. Look, I would never go to Korea or Japan and think I'm Japanese or I'm Korean because I went and I had me some a hot pot or say some Korean barbecue. Now I'm thinking I'm a part of the Korean culture. No, I'm not. Who thinks like that? The privilege.
And DJ Akademiks is extremely dumb. And so is his protege, Poetic Jala. And that's who we're going to see in this next clip, pretty much echoing Akademiks' rhetoric.
Bro, we don't, and then I got to say something too, like, again, I don't know, maybe point and shoot. Maybe you do got videos where we see your face. Even that alone is just kind of, it's giving, baby, it's giving the super privilege. I can really hide behind the computer and you don't even got to know who I am while I'm taking part of the culture. Don't get mad at me. We can have a conversation. This is just, let's go live. We can see your face. I don't even know. I'm just saying, like, what is this, bro? No. You talking about Polek Fago? Okay, but yeah.
Wouldn't care if like Trap Lil Ross did it, right? We would not care. You know why? Because those people lifelong work is hip hop. They are here to stay. They're not going nowhere, right?
Okay, so Jala has only been covering hip hop for the last year and a half to 2 years when he's been working at No Jumper before he came to No.
Time out. And it's not even really like, I don't care if they cover hip hop culture. I don't care if they rap in it. I don't care if they participate. I don't care if they sing and dance. I don't care about none of that, bro. Like at the end of the day, right? Like, like it's still not their culture. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be, no, it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, and I'm coming straight off 10 cups of coffee and then whatever. I'm from Seattle, baby, home of Starbucks. You know, we got good coffee. Shout out to Boom Boom right here, the coffee shop. But it's just kind of like, man, man, I can go on and on and on about this. Like, yeah, it's because you like report something in the news and all that, man. It don't mean like there's plenty of news reporters, man, that they're not a part of our culture. They just report on the culture. No, I don't agree with this.
No Jumper, he was covering Dr. Umar. He was debating people.
As he should. But as he should. See, you're tripping. Why shouldn't he be talking to Dr. Umar or the Black Lives Matter or whoever he wants to talk to in the black culture? Because these are people, right, in the conscious community. These are people, right, whether we all agree, disagree, whatever you want to say, these are our people. Yeah. I mean, why aren't you, talking to peers? Whatever the boys, a commentary on MSNBCs and all that. That's kind of more like y'all culture, you know what I'm saying? Dominant white male, culture. You know what I'm saying? Politics, war, all that kind of stuff. Like, well, come on, like show some of that. Like, and I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying this makes sense. My guy got the Egyptian thing on. I see nothing but black people in here. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
In the Dr. Umar
seem like black people just being involved in black culture
sector, and that's was his whole thing.
Watch Lenin and condone Lenin. How can we now say that binary should like get canceled because he's what, like 75%
because
black?
it's a hypocritical situation.
Until he invaded and culture vulturized the hip hop space, following in the footsteps and mimicking and copying DJ Akademiks himself. And what the fuck is he wearing on his feet? Look at that. I thought these were Ace bandages. I thought he had compression socks.
Man, hold on. Time out, Game Gucci. Hold on. I'm in the house. I got flip-flops on. So you can see me. You can't see my feet. Well, who cares? He's at home in his place. Black culture. We could just say that. You could be like, I'm in black culture alone, which spans many things, if he would like to. Many things. You're tripping, bro. Hey, how's he invaded anything on album 22 on No Jumper? Do the math. The math ain't even math. And how's he invading anything? No. More people like you. You should have somebody on your squad that's black. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with their feet off, with their shoes off and their socks up. Ooh.
But those are just actual normal socks. I don't know if he was told that he needed to put socks on, because he has a long history of not wearing socks. I don't think he put those on. I think someone else put those socks on for him. I don't think that he's physically capable of reaching his feet. That's troubling. And this is a hip hop authority guy. This guy's telling people this guy says who can cover.
Yeah, first of all, man, there's a lot of all the fat shaming and all that. I get it, man. But there's a lot of people, myself included, man, that black folks in particular, man, we have high blood pressure, diabetes, man. You know what I'm saying? We was raised on a slave diet. You know what I'm saying? Fried chicken, all the ham hocks, oxtails, and all the things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something. When you're saying things about this man, he can't even touch his feet and all that. Come on, man, that's corny. I know you got to make your content though, and it is engaging. I'm making mine off of this too, though. You understand what I'm saying? So we can all get educated, edutainment. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, though, yeah, that's a reality in our culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth, and I'm gonna tell you something, okay? Black folks in general, man, we have a high problem with the things that we eat. You know what I'm saying? And it's another part of the death culture. It's another part of suicide. You know what I'm saying? But to allow you to talk about this man, knowing that you was all a part of the Mayflower and y'all was part of the problem, why we got some of these diets the way that we got them. And how dare you? But you could be black. I don't know, because we can't see you.
For hip hop and who can't. And it's so funny because Jala doesn't give a fuck about hip hop. He's selling people a stream farming software.
Your boy Poetic Flockerman, and here's some free game. So there's this software where you can literally enter in your media links, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, et cetera, and you will literally be able to tell this software to play your songs millions of times for however long you want it to play it. And the software is gonna do that for you. If you're interested, man, tap in.
He's teaching people how to fake the numbers. He doesn't want to enrich.
Whatever, man. Come on, man. And damn, I ain't gonna lie. See, I went from unbiased to I got some bias. Okay, I do, cause I do got a bias. I do. I got some. My own trauma is coming up. My own, trauma is coming up because this is affiliate marketing, right? This is what they do. This is what everybody does. If you're a content creator, you get a certain amount of views, people brand ambassador, you become a brand ambassador. People ask you, hey, sell my product or whatever, or maybe you make your own, right? It's what we do. I don't know if you've done it yet, Mr. Trap Lord or not, right? But even when they run the ads, they still selling something, right? So you just mad because he's selling something on his platform, my brother? You guys must got some beef. Y'all got some beef.
The culture, he wants to fake it. He's selling this, and he wants to do this for a living. He doesn't want to make content anymore. He does not want to cover hip hop. He wants to be done. This is going to be a clip of him explaining this exact thing to Rockstar.
Right, like, bro, listen, man. Like, my goal is, bro, it's to find a way where in like a year or so, man, I don't have to make no content, my nigga. So
I'm not understanding that. What's the problem? Most people aim to retire. Most people aim to get up out of something. Listen, man, if right now I love this, right? I love being able to do this, you know what I'm saying? I got a gift of charisma and intelligence and wit. I'm gonna tell you something. What I would love to do is have me and my children and my grandchild and my wife and my mother, we'd be going to Africa. I've been to Africa twice, by the way. But I'm just saying, we would be in Africa, we'd have a villa, you know what I'm saying? I'd be laid up with my feet up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I would still be giving back, you know what I'm saying, in my community in somewhere, but I would want to retire at some point, especially young, right? Young, put your mom in the house. That's what we aspire to do, right? Yeah, and we're going to still participate in the culture, but to have to always grind, come on, imagine that. They say you might want to do 4,000 videos. Man, you know how hard you got to work? That's like 10, 15 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely up in Mouse's house over there or No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Cooking it up and making somebody else rich. The hell? I'm crazy.
what you gonna be doing? Bro, just making money, feel me? And fucking my bitch,
Wow, so Jala has made thousands of YouTube videos. Okay, so that was actually pulled from the Patreon. I got a whole episode up on Jala. But I think it's interesting because this is what he's saying that Brandon's going to do. He's going to leave.
I don't even like the way you say bro's name. Jala. Like Jala. Like that is giving. It's giving like clan. The clan. It's giving like Proud Boy. It's giving like undercover. Like, like prejudicially, like a prejudiced white man. You know what I'm saying? Jala. That's like when the police pull you over and then they're like, and they give them an ID and like they look at the ID and they're like, Henderson. You don't look like a Henderson. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, give me my ticket. Let me get out of here, man. But you wouldn't know nothing about that, though, probably.
Leave the culture. He's going to do something else. And his lifelong passion is not covering hip hop. So I wonder what's going on. Jala has literally admitted that this is his plan. So,
hey, but you know what I just thought about too? Yeah, because I was like, oh, I'm kind of biased. Now I understand. Because you've noticed, and I don't know, man, I could be wrong, right? If point to shoot, brother, if you, and I still call you brother regardless of whatever, this is we create some content, we talking right now. But my thing is like, if you are a black man, I could be totally wrong because I can't see you. But if you were, and I find out what you are, I'm like, oh man, I was wrong. I was crazy. I did this whole thing. It was really a brother doing this stuff and he was giving his perspective. But here's where your bias is at. I think your bias is really because the white boy is somebody's talking about what he's doing and it rubbed you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because somehow you probably feel like deep down inside that you're doing the same thing. Yeah. So, cause so far I haven't heard you say like too many things. Like, you know, like I told you, I said it already. You know, I don't know if I agree with academics there, but I'm still a little biased. I ain't gonna, I can tell. But now I know why. Like, this is really irking me. Like, oh, you're sitting back and you're mad because you feel like if academics gets away with this, then maybe I won't be able to do this. Is that what's going on? Is that why you're doing this to this? Because I don't agree with my guy all the time. I forgot his name. See, was my brother. He's Nigerian, but Flacco. I don't agree with him like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But the way you're going in, though, you know what I'm saying? The way you're going in. I hope some point in this video you go in on the other boy like that too. You know, or at least point out some of his, you know, like the pros and cons. You know, be subjective.
I would like DJ Akademiks to denounce Jala, right? I mean, isn't that what we? I mean, can we make it make sense? At the very least, I need it to make sense. And DJ Akademiks says that Brandon Buckingham just now started taking an interest in hip hop and street culture, when that is absolutely idiotically false. Brandon Buckingham's been doing this style of content for years. He's always had an interest in this. He's always been covering it. So Akademiks is actually stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He says that Brandon's voyeuristic. I gotta go over this word, voyeurism. This is really stupid. Everything's what people call National Geographic voyeuristic, and then they give them awards and stuff. It's just so stupid. It's the dumbest argument I've ever heard.
Nah, or what if it's just really voyeuristic? And how about maybe, I'm not saying it's okay or not okay, but what if it just is, and that's what it is, and we just say, hey man, it's kind of voyeuristic what you're doing, you know? Yeah, man, you kind of coming into the neighborhoods, man. It don't seem like you're really giving nothing back. I could be wrong, right? And yeah, it's just like it's giving voyeurism. You know what I'm saying? Like people do it all the time. Like, you know, like go somewhere, whatever. Like I'm sure I'm guilty of it. Like I don't think I'm like, but why is that so hard to admit? Like why is that so hard to admit? Yeah, I might be doing some of that stuff. Let me just check it real quick. Let me see a different way I could spin on it. You know what I'm saying? To do something different. Why does that bother you though? Why? The word voyeuristic.
In many days.
There's a voyeuristic, not to like use the word that academics has been using so much lately, but like, well, referring to Brandon and Tommy. And,
oh yeah. Sometimes I just see like learn a new word. Like I'll just
notice we got a group of white men, y'all. And by the way, I have seen this channel a couple of times. By the way, point and shoot. I don't think that you really like No Jumper at all, really. But the fact that you were utilizing this at this moment in time to get your point across, and then allowing like Lush and then you know, Adams, yeah, like oh yeah, because it's all proven to me. I'm leading somewhere. My first time I seen this, I'm just reacting, right? It's leading somewhere, you know, because you want to prove a point. Prove a point and shoot. Could that be the new name? Prove a point and shoot. I want to prove this point. White men should be able to do whatever we want. We've been doing it.
Sam said, like, I've watched so much of his shit that I just, like, can tell when it's like, oh, you never said that word before.
But
that's a new one for you. Okay.
There is
So
definitely.
the 16 is absolutely right about DJ Akademiks overusing words that he just learned. He's like a child. He's like a child. He learns a new word and then he just starts over.
That's crazy to think that a grown college-educated man doesn't know what the word voyeurism is, doesn't understand what it means. This guy, you know, Akademiks is like, he went to college, like he's grown. Even if he didn't, like he's just a grown man. And then you're saying like, child, like this is man, bro, I'm triggered. I don't like this. Super triggered at this moment that y'all got the audacity. And this ain't even about academics no more. This is like at any given time. See how they brought up his domestic violence stuff. At any given time, you're going to try to bring up, we don't know what you did or how you did it or what. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody just fell down from heaven. Man, we all trying to grow, man. I done did all kind of stuff I ain't proud of. I don't mean that's my best version of who I am. Come on now. But I'm going to tell you something. What you're doing is very childlike. I feel, then you hear Adam, every time he learns a new word, it's like, come on, man, bro. Like, these are coming from people that the one boy let somebody bang his wife out, right? Pow, pow, pow. A black man at that. Interesting. And then you got this other cat who I don't know. He's just the voice of God. But apparently it's like white. Is it the white Jesus? It's like, But it's given like you really just think that like you're mad because you can't do what you want to do in this space, and then so you got to advocate for him to be able to do it because he's doing what he want to do. And this is why academics, if I'm honest, to be real with you, sometimes it's hard to give people passes because when you give the other boy the pass, the trap lord, or whoever, then one get a pass, and these other kind of people think it's okay to come here and do all this kind of stuff, though, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for surely, yeah, man. And again. You know, this is edutainment. Let's not knock each other down. Let's learn. Let's grow. If you really in the culture, I guess you was an ally. You can be like, you know what, that makes some kind of sense, bro. You know, we're gonna let that rock. Or maybe it don't make no sense, and I'm just tripping.
Overusing it and putting it in sentences that it's not necessarily the best choice of words. It's a sign of a very narrow and limited vocabulary, which is interesting because I thought he was DJ Akademiks.
Man, because this is the internet. Ain't nobody dropping a sophisticated lexicon. Ain't nobody out here, man, dropping super bars on. This is like most people who are watching this, they just want mindless entertainment. Everybody knows that. Man, I ain't heard you say one college word at all. I ain't heard you say one college level word at all, my brother. Like, and here's, oh man. No, I'm gonna keep watching.
Academics. I thought he was smart. I thought he was Mr. Academia.
See how they do, y'all? I thought he was smart. I thought he was this. Like, you're trying to judge his intelligence. That's a rich, successful black man. More views than everybody. More than you. More subscribers. Been grinding. And what are you mad about? What are you mad about? I can congratulate you. I congratulate what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Even if I might not agree with everything, but I congratulate what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate a little of what you got going on for sure. You know what I'm saying? But how you gonna, this guy done paved the way for a lot of people. All the chat ninjas. He done paved the way for a lot of people. A lot of people. And on top of that, he got flamed for the stuff that he was doing in Iraq, or I can say Iraq. In Chirac. He got flamed, and it seemed like he kind of learned from it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not a whole lot, but enough until he acknowledged it. Why can't you do that? Why are y'all trying to like, oh, I don't think it's gonna work, buddy. I don't know. I don't think people are that stupid no more. I just don't.
Vocabulary stinks. And so Poetic Minyango Jala has taken upon himself to make a video defend.
Poetic Jala. Straight. Bro, you gotta stop doing stuff like that. Stop doing stuff like that, or not. Just keep doing it.
Defending academics against Buckingham, and there's a part in the video where he starts explaining voyeuristic because he needs people to know why academics uses this word so much. And I wouldn't even really do it because we all know what it. A lot of people know what that is. We know what voyeurism is already. I gotta put this battery in here, but you know, a lot of people know. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta put the charger. The battery's gonna. So to try to explain to people that it almost makes you look stupid. And that's how you get people to play you. Oh, let me explain what it means. No, man. We educated, intelligent, man. We understand what that means, man. We know what you're doing. Stop. Gotta play this for you.
Obviously, everybody knows what the crime voyeurism is, right? Which is some creep watching a hot chick get undressed through a peephole when privacy is expected. But when DJ Akademiks refers to Brendan Buckingham's actions as voyeuristic, what he's referring to is like the colloquial term or definition, where essentially, man, like someone who enjoys watching people.
Colloquial term. I ain't heard bro say, I ain't heard you say a word even more grade level than that. I ain't heard you say nothing. You call him stupid.
In the privacy of their own environment, endure pain or distress. It's not hard to make the comparison of.
They're all in public and they know they're being filmed and no one is in any pain or distress. But I do want to point out that voyeurism.
Nah, the whole thing was about trauma and pain. I watched it, did a reaction video. Go check it out. All them boys, you're talking about, we were, they're shooting everybody and terrorizing the neighborhood, and they explain it. All these people dying. There's nothing but pain and misery and sorrow and poverty, and that's why he's walking around and coming to get the content so that he can capture that. Yeah, that's what he's doing. We all know that. Like, what?
Voyeuristic is a word that is supposed to be like sexual excitement from like seeing others and watching others. Like.
Hey, to be real with you, And I don't even agree with this definition. However, it is a definition of it. But I'm going to tell you something. Y'all are getting pleasure from it. You guys are getting passionate from it. It's moving you in a certain kind of way to see how the animals live. Yeah, it is. It is giving you something. That's why it gets so many millions of views. Because everyone likes a train wreck. Everyone likes a tragic story. Out of all the places to go in these cities, these big cities, you guys go to the most poverty-stricken places. You know what I'm saying? Where people want the attention, right? Because they're hoping to get somewhere out of there, or at least just some kind of attention, because no one's paying attention to it, right? And then it says to watch people who are engaged. These are their private lives, private activities. This is their private life that they doing. And even though I don't agree with what they doing, and then y'all making it public. And then even they are. I don't agree with all that. It's death culture. Come on, man. And we got to end the death culture. End it.
Like watching people that don't know they're being watched, and you get like excited sexually. And that's what the term came from. But now it's evolved due to people like Akademiks and Jala. It's evolved into this arbitrary term that you could describe anything. It's just excitement from watching others. It's just not even a thing. But I do want to point out that I believe Akademiks is guilty of the actual definition of voyeurism. Check this out. This is going to be DJ Akademiks talking about his rapist case, that he is some civil, I don't even know, it's all alleged, I don't know what's going on, but he's talking about watching something going on. Just watch this.
I go on my camera. I go to my DVR. I'm looking what's going on. Gang, this is facts, and I'm not trying to make her look crazy, and I'm not trying to put her in no type of weird position. This is reality. Brother, when I look at my camera in the morning, gang, the shorty was getting, like, I don't even like, she was getting trained by my two mans, like, on my pool deck the night before when I'm sleeping. I'm dead ass. This is what happened.
What? That's insane. So I do want to point out that
That's wild. That's wild. I don't know that situation. That must have been very traumatic. Maybe. I'm assuming if they didn't have permission to do that, that was probably horrible. And I don't know anything about it. And if they did have permission to do it, and then somehow she didn't like what happened, it was seen or whatever, man, that's horrible. There's nothing cool about that. Like, ain't nothing cool about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. That's crazy. That's wild. So, yeah, it's crazy.
I believe I heard a rumor. This is all alleged. I have no idea if this is true, but I believe so. I think the girl in question that's suing Akademiks said that he set this whole thing up and he planned for his friends to take advantage of her. And this is all alleged. I don't know what even if this is true. But if that's true and he went and watched it on the camera, then that's voyeurism. What? Voyeurism. He's a voyeurist. Okay, he's a voyeur. He was watching something take place that was supposed to be in private, and he was, you could argue that he was excited, or maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Look.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, if that's true, like, that's wild. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no saving that. However, like how I'm saying that and I'm admitting, I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's really true. You said alleged, you know what I'm saying? If it's, I'm going to say alleged or whatever, but this is what the young woman is saying. And, again, that's horrible. So, but at the same time, what makes you think that you ain't still doing any of that though? Like it's just like when you point the finger, just notice that the fingers come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know how much people are doing stuff off of drugs, money, power, no drugs, power, prestige, whatever. You know what I mean? People be hitting licks on cats, man. You get the bag. Next thing you know, somebody gonna tell you something. Oh, this would happen to me. I'm not saying nothing about that that person though. I'm just saying there's all kind of scenarios. Was he found guilty? Does anyone know? Is he guilty of this already, or these allegations or whatever? Because we do know. Right? Because I know you're trying to build a case here. We do know that the white boy walking through the neighborhood with the black folks, you know what I'm saying, in an impoverished neighborhood, right? We do know that really is voyeurism. And that's okay. That's what he's doing. They was okay with it. It might not be okay with me, but you know, it's what is that? Okay, boom.
I'm just making observations. This is not a statement of fact. I have no idea
Yeah, I'm just making observations too. That's all. We all making observations.
if any of this is true. I'm just saying this actually falls more under the definition of voyeurism than he applies to people like Callahan and Buckingham. So let's take a look at this next clip where DJ Akademiks is watching No Jumper talk about him.
Not really. If I ain't tripping, but didn't the boy have... Man, I think Callahan, I could be wrong. Man, I don't even want to say that, but I actually think there was a case. Y'all, if y'all know what case I'm even thinking about, because I don't want to even say, I don't even want to say something like that unless I know it. But drop that in the comment section, not to like tear anybody down, but just be like, if I'm tripping, there was some stuff that happened with Andrew from Channel 5 where he had to take a break, right? Am I tripping? What was that about? I could be tripping.
Him and Brandon's beef, and so he calls Jala to sort of give his take. I don't know what's going on. He's probably drunk as fuck. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning.
They're not going nowhere, right?
I agree.
Wait, I call in.
I agree with that.
Yo, Act.
Flacco.
Yo, wait, Paul. Yo, Act, listen, bro. We live, okay?
Oh, you live?
Yeah, listen, man. Hey, yo, Act, listen, bro. We was just talking about, your Brendan Buckingham, like beef. But listen, bro. But here, man, bro. Brendan Buckingham.
Well, I'm tapped in. I'm watching you.
You think?
Oh shit, where's he? All right, cool.
Okay, I don't even need to say anything. You guys all already know why that was cringe as fuck.
I'm like, in the last few months, he's been with gang culture and hip hop culture. Act like you can go anywhere, Flacco or me. We can go anywhere for a day on some voyeuristic shit. You see, it's a difference in anybody who uses the, he's outside shit. It's two different outsides. You have Jillian Wallow outside with rappers. They're from that shit too. They're in these communities. And you have somebody who goes for a joyride. That's basically a National Geographic. We're sitting in the safari. We're in the cage, the cage, like, truck driving along.
DJ Akademiks is unable to form a sentence.
Time out. I think, am I tripping? But wouldn't Brandon, that's his name, wouldn't he even just admit that? Like, yeah, bro, like I'm not really, I'm about to get here and get out of here. I heard the one episode that I was on, they had this is the one with the rapper just recently that died, that was digging up the graveyards and all that, or digging up people in the graveyard. They brought the Mormon white dude. You know, he's the Mormon white dude that came, Nicky something. He came, like, why is it so hard? I keep saying the same thing because why is it so hard for people to admit that's what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? I would be like, yeah, I'm trying to expose something, you know what I'm saying? Bring it to the attention to people, so people understand. You don't gotta act like you're down with the culture for that. You don't gotta, just say, man, this is an injustice. It's not cool. People shouldn't be living like this. They should be like, boom, 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 boom. It's all, come on, man, in the packaging.
He doesn't know enough words, it would seem. I mean, the guy just can't articulate himself very well, which is... Stop
all that. He can't articulate. We're on the internet, man. We're doing, cats doing reaction videos. Man, all kind of money. He talking about he can't articulate himself. And you know what? I might trip over my words, man. Somebody might say, oh, I didn't like that part of the interview. I didn't like that. Whatever. Who cares, man? Who cares? Apparently, there's a lot of people, man. More people are following him, right, than you, man. So he apparently... See, articulation is, does this actually make sense to the other person, right? Can you understand? Are you comprehending what I'm saying? So just off of follower count and engagement and all of that, I would imagine that a lot of people understand, they can comprehend what DJ Akademiks is saying. And then they also don't have to agree with it. But when you keep saying things like his intelligence and articulation, he's just not that smart. He's just that, it's just giving like real like white supremacy, man, in this country, man. And it's sickening. This is what, like, come on, man, like do something different, bro. That's why
It's pretty odd considering his line of work. And he doesn't think things through. I can apply anything that he throws at anyone to himself.
Yeah, we should all be able to do that. That's the part about being a human being, bro. Have some humility. Like, there's plenty of things that I've done, right? Someone be like, good, bad, happy, and sad. The wide range of being a human being. Doofus. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even want to call you doofus. But I'm just saying. See what I'm saying? See, I can do that. I can admit in real time. Oh, my bad. I apologize. I don't want to hit you with that. But it's just like, come on. That's what happens, bro. You know what I mean? People are going through things and doing effed up stuff all the time. And then the next day they're doing something amazing, right? That's just the human condition. This is a beautiful struggle that we call life. This spirit in this human body naturally is going to do some things that we're not going to be happy with because we're learning how to program it through our brains and operate, you know what I'm saying, in a way where we can overcome the roughness of our spiritual condition. But we're just humans, man. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. You know, listen, I'm doing a reaction video, so this is all off the top of my dome. There's no script. Yeah. We're going to stumble on words and people ain't going to watch the whole end of the video. That's okay. Yeah, there's going to be some bad comments down there. Somebody from grade school is going to say, I remember him. Especially when you get popping, somebody's going to have a lawsuit. Like, these are traditional. Businesses go through this kind of stuff. Corporations go through this kind of stuff. You got to put the lawyer on the team, gang, because they're going to come for you. When you become successful, this is what happens. Oh, man, I was walking in the bathroom, man, he pulled his thing, man, dude might just been using the bathroom, but I need 10 million. And sometimes you just got to pay the piper. Pause. The piper.
Let's look at a clip of Poetic Jala talking about Brandon Buckingham being in a rap song with YBC Duel, the guy that passed away in Philly. And
at least that looks more real. Like, I can see that. That's like the Gigolo thing, or man, I don't know, the clown, Insane Clown Posse. That's really the type of, I can see that. Nothing wrong with that. That's about real. Come on. Yeah, he got a song. He got a feature too.
They're saying that Brandon is stirring up beef in the streets. Look at this.
Brandon Buckingham has a feature on a song dissing a teen who died leaving a McDonald's, and he's participating by dressing up as Ronald McDonald. So
that's insane,
right?
Okay, so the clown makeup was composited digitally through probably AI, and it's like a layover effect that was edited in post-production. Brandon Buckingham did not dress up like Ronald McDonald. Now, if Brandon Buckingham edited the video and made the clown face, then he is actually involving himself in trolling the dead.
Yeah, how do you know he ain't? What do you like? I mean, it's a good guess. We just like you've been alleging all kind of stuff. You've been doing it. Like, what? How do you know he ain't? And that's even crazier. That just took a whole different spin. That you would that now you're sliding on the ops. It ain't even your op, and it ain't even your culture. It is what are you doing? This is not helping. But you're gonna try to save him though. Oh, and then I guess maybe if he is kind of doing that, then no, bro. It's just no. Just like I ain't gonna like, bro. Something happened to act, or he did some shit. Like, bro, that's wild. That ain't cool. If that happened, boom, that ain't cool. But yeah, bro.
Which is crazy. But I have no way of confirming that, and I don't care. Okay, it doesn't affect me.
Bro, you have no way of confirming nothing. And I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, like you said, it has no way of affecting you. None of this stuff really is affecting you. Only thing that's affecting is your income. That moolah, that money. You just ain't doing this for no reason. You know, this is probably a full-time job for you. Let's keep it real.
But I will say this, DJ Akademiks has done sort of the same thing, and I'll show you what I mean.
In hip-hop. Jacksonville native, legend at this point.
It's real legend.
But also, I'm here with the man, the myth, Young and Ace.
That's the word.
What's going on with you, man?
Life be lifing, man. Sipping on my...
So look at DJ Akademiks. He's bloated. He's puffy. He's sweating like a whore in church. He looks absolutely terrible. He's just...
I got to give it to my guy. Well, not my guy. I don't know like that. But you got a hell of a way of telling them about how people are and what they do. The way you slander is immaculate, my boy. Look at them puffy and sweaty. That's cold-blooded. Damn, you make me want to check but I'm not insecure. I don't care because the man who I can't even see. This is crazy.
Nervous as fuck. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He sucks balls at interviewing people. And that was an incredibly...
But he's running up the scoreboard regardless. Like, you miss 100% of shots that you don't take. Don't let that go over your head. That's the underlay for the overlay, baby. So what? He got him in a chair. Off the record. what it looks like, I'm not approving this, but it looks like somebody's liquor's in the middle, so there's a brand deal there too, right? He could be sweaty, whatever, but it looks like these two young black men are successful in whatever they're in, however they got there. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, because I don't really like the death culture neither. You know what I'm saying? However, you mad because this is what they doing? This is what most of America's doing on daytime TV, except for, minus the bottles of the alcohol. Depends on what channel you're viewing now.
Cringeworthy opening to this interview. And Young and Ace over here, this is going to be a zesty little exchange here. I want to play this, but pay attention to the...
What's zesty? Isn't that homophobic when you call another man zesty? Are you homophobic? Come on, point and shoot, get it together. You're homophobic, fat shaming. It's just coming out. It's just really giving, You're not really woke, brother. You're not woke. You're not woke.
I'm just gonna play the clip. Watch this.
This bitch getting me right now. This got me right now.
Well, first of all, we got a special request. You had Don Julio Reposado. It's a drink of preference?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every time I go somewhere, I be fucking with this shit.
So DJ Akademiks took it upon himself to bring up the fact that it was requested by Young and Ace to have some Don Julio present.
Hello again. Let's all be real. Don't act like you don't know this. Come on, somebody's getting paid when that come up. So what? He came on the show, man. He gonna say, listen, man, yeah, this is the drink I want. Put it in the center. Come on, man. So yeah, maybe they didn't pay him enough, and he gonna figure out a different way to run up the bag. That's what people do. It's a whole economy for it. YouTube, TikTok, whoever, running ads. Brand affiliate, come on, man. Drop shipping, all the stuff, man. People are trying to get money out here in 2024, man. Yeah, especially those in the culture that didn't grow up in a 4-bedroom house with the 2 parents with the super privilege that can just come into any neighborhood and gentrify it when they want to. Some of us are trying to get up out, even in Seattle or Boise, Idaho.
And during the interview, and this is a direct troll to Julio Fulio, the guy that was gunned down in Florida not that long ago. And so the Don Julio is to troll the Julio Fulio. Do you understand, this is what the whole thing was in DJ?
Is it? I don't know. You just, I could say allegedly. I have no idea. These are people who are entertainers. And this is what they do. Go to Drink Champs. Look at how many bottles are on the table. Is this what's happening? And then maybe even if it wasn't, what did he figure out a way to do the? And I'm not saying, this is what sucks about capitalism, because I don't want to support it. I am being biased right now because I don't support the death culture stuff, but I just don't like the way you're coming right now, though, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Akademiks brings this up. He opens with this. He wants to talk about it. He wants to troll. He knows exactly the answer to the question that he's asking. So this is a special request, Don Julio. Why do you want this? Talk about Julio Fulio and how he fucking got tragically killed. This is insane. Why would he do that? That's so fucked. He prompted someone to disrespect the dead. Isn't that insane for someone like DJ Akademiks to do? I thought so anyway. And so this next clip's just going to be a little bit of cringe, a little bit of zest. But I thought it was very important because...
No, that's real, though. That's real what he's saying, though. Okay, just listening to it a little bit more. Yeah, that's real, though. If that's what Akademiks was doing and there ain't... Yeah, bro, That's wild. That's wild. If you were, you don't, come on, man. Yeah, because that ain't even cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if that's really what's up, you should even have that stuff on the table. For real. Just saying, though. And that's okay, man. It's just a little bit of accountability. I can be accountable and say, you know what, you're right about that. You're right about that. Yeah, that's true. We tripping, man. We tripping. Come on, man. At this point, too, because it's you already got so many views. You already got so much of a bet. That's not going to really, what's that going to do? You know what I'm saying? You could figure out a way to spin it and be like, yeah, he wanted to bring on a thing. And I said we couldn't do that, because what we don't represent here is the death culture. We don't want to see young black men and black women in our community tearing each other down and killing each other. You know what I'm saying? But see, I can say that, right? Even though we participate in it. Oh, yeah, we do it. You do it. That's, again, the wide range of being a human. There's so many nuances of that things that are happening. There's so much trauma. There's so many different things that are happening. People are reacting to certain things, but I don't see the point of throwing away the baby with the bathwater. I don't see the point of that. Because we got to educate to elevate.
Because it really shows how terrible of an interviewer DJ Akademiks is.
You don't strike me as somebody who drinks a lot. Like, you don't get drunk. I don't see you as the guy who gets drunk.
I get drunk. I get drunk. I don't smoke.
You pop pills? I would think you would do that. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because...
What the fuck am I watching? Shut the fuck up, DJ Akademiks. You should never be doing interviews.
I walk all over again. I just learned.
Oh my God.
I just learned
that's a crazy.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not that crazy. It's fucking not crazy at all, actually.
Just learned like a fucking
God damn.
I just learned.
It doesn't hurt.
He just reached out to feel Young and Ace's hand. He's so. This is like an 8-year-old girl. This is what they do. Brandon Buckingham would have never done this. This is like to reach out like that without permission and start stroking another grown man's hand, admiring his scars, feeling them, palpating his skin. That is not allowed. I'm sorry. For Young and Ace not to immediately rip his hand away and retract immediately, that's where things started to go wrong.
Thank you for clearly setting boundaries. We appreciate you, Point and Shoot. That was what's up. I'm gonna make sure that we all understand the boundaries, right? Like, hey, don't touch me too. Like, and I'm not knocking me too, but me too. You know, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's getting sexually assaulted on this show right now. But I would imagine real quick that if this young man didn't want him, who's supposed to be involved in all these murders, like you're saying, I'm sure he would have been like, hey, man, don't touch me, please. I don't respect that. I'm sure he knows how to talk or communicate his own boundaries. You don't think that at a certain point of age in life, people don't know how to communicate boundaries, but we do. We know how to communicate our boundaries.
Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. DJ Akademiks conducts himself like a child, okay?
God damn.
Again, a child. How many times does he call him? He's a child. He's not intelligent. He's not smart. He says that about pretty much all his, these must be his ops, I would imagine. Jala, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way he does that is like, hey, I don't know about you, especially just being a black man. Like, I don't like when people try to play with my intelligence. Like I'm not smart. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying, send an email, or I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, conduct a meeting or negotiate a contract, or I don't know how to do any of these things, especially when you're talking about people who are young and are making millions of dollars and have figured out a way, right, you know what I'm saying, to try their best to break out of the matrix, even though they're still in the matrix, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't like that, man. And then you're running off his own play. You're running off a play that he done did, you know what I'm saying?
I just learned.
He said, God damn, as he gently caressed his hand. I mean, this is homoerotic. And I just want to point out that Brandon Buckingham...
Yeah, bro, and we got to really get you on this, though, like, because you keep doing it. And since you like to point out things like you're really homophobic as hell. Like, you're homophobic, you're white privilege. I'm assuming, now I could be wrong about that or whatever. But your homophobic white privilege is really really giving, like, the patriarchy, you know what I'm saying, is really giving, you know what I'm saying, that, like, you keep the zesty, oh, they're zesty, and like all this stuff, bro. Like, man, let people be whoever they are, bro. Like, what is this? Oh, he's touching him. Look at him touching him. Oh my God. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Yeah, we can point out some things too. You're blatantly guilty of that right now. As if we can't, like, I can't touch another person, apparently that they don't have a problem with it. And on top of that, right? For example, I'm gonna close with this. In some countries, men hold each other's hands. And that's just affection, and it's a term of endearment. It's love. It's like, I'm gonna hold your hand, we're gonna walk, and all that. And that's not homophobic, by the way. I'm not being homophobic when I say that. I'm explaining. See, I don't travel the world, I'm seen. And people have that much love and self-confidence in themselves that it's not questioning their gender. It's not questioning who they are as a man. It's just saying this is who they are. They love their brother. Like, they're really living in that. That's what God wants. God wants us all, the higher power, the most positive self, part of yourself wants you to live in a place where you're just free. You're just free, brother. You're just free, brother. And you're not making homophobic statements, brother, you know, about people, you know, just doing simple stuff.
Cam was covering Young and Ace and Fulio's beef before Fulio died, and this was long before DJ Akademiks had any interest in these two. So I wanted to point that out, and also I just wanted to show you guys DJ Akademiks is so bad at making content, and he's so inefficient and elementary at doing podcasting and making actual content that he was dropped from Spotify. He wasn't.
Stop it, bro. Like, I don't even know. Like, what? Who cares? Just get out there and run the route, man. I got this little operating system, man. It's really not that difficult. Man, you got some charisma, some talent, man. Go out and shoot for your dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? You too might be the next Akademiks. Why you steady hating? You steady got this thing knock in your mouth, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop hating. Because it's okay. Like, what does it mean? Content is subjective. It's art. It's creativity. It's subjective. One of my favorite people, man, they do similar stuff to what I'm doing right now. And they got the little box set up. They got the little thing. They just commenting on stuff. And I like the way they think. I like the way their brain move. It's not, people are making content off their iPhone. You don't have to have a studio no more. You have to have a whole bunch of $1 million budget. Everybody knows this. They got books on SEO marketing, and they're telling you, yeah, man, people are competing with big corporations. They don't have the same budget anymore. This is the gift of technology. Wait till the AI and the AGI revolution really takes full stream. People are gonna be making movies just saying text to prompt movies. Like, what are you talking about? So what? As long as people like it, they like it. You are definitely his op, bro. I can tell. I'm in the middle of some op beef right now, but I'm not picking the side. You know what I'm saying? I'm just observing.
Cutting it. He couldn't cut it.
Got notice from them that they're saying, yo, you either got to produce mad more episodes or we're going to terminate. They terminated. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know what bitch really thinks she can hold some shit against me. I gladly said, hey, and you notice I ain't slander Spotify at all. Bro, I can't do like 4 episodes a week with some, I ain't about to do that shit. We got into mad conversations about.
So he was so bad that Spotify terminated their own contract. They didn't even want to enforce.
Now you trolling, bro, because that don't have nothing to do with being bad. First of all, they put him on the platform, so he's already a person of interest. And I'm gonna tell you, for folks who ain't never, made it to a certain situation, because I made it in certain situations where, you're up there with the big dogs, you're in this space, right? Sometimes what people ask of you or they demand of you, right, is not really worth the investment. And from what I just heard, now tell me if I'm wrong, he just said, no, I'm not going to be making all this kind of content for you, right? And they gave him an ultimatum. They were like, either you're going to make more, it's not that they said he was bad. They wanted more. That's how capitalism, I want more of this. If you can't give me more, then it ain't making no sense for us because we're really trying to make some money off you. He's like, I can go back to the house with my chat ninjas, you know what I'm saying? And make all of the money. I don't really need it like that. What are you doing for me? That's boss talk. See, bosses can do stuff like that. Now, maybe you or somebody else might say, oh my God, it's Spotify, it's iTunes, it's YouTube. Oh my God, man, in real talk, we're trying to figure out how to get away from these cats. How do we get away from the YouTube? How do we get away from the iTunes? How do we get all the money, get away from the middleman? That's the game. Get away from the middleman. You know what I'm saying? Get away from big corporate. Come on, get away from that. Come on, man, and get to your coin. Yeah, off your own creativity. Now, whether you like it, you don't like it. But you got enough interest in this man to make a whole, 21-minute video of this. And I got time today, too. You know what I'm saying? I got time. I got more time. This video is probably longer than the 21. I'm commenting on it. Yeah, but when you're doing things like, come on, man, you got to admire them. Because you wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't something about that. There's something special about it. And for all y'all watching, remember this. When you got haters, that's how haters come through you. If they got all the time in the world to point out your flaws, all the time, and they're gonna do it meticulously. They're gonna do it in such a way that if you actually don't see that they're your greatest fan, yeah. So let them make videos and contents and negative things. Just keep running your route and don't be in doubt. Just run the route, the glorious one.
Force the contract. They were like, he sucks. We will gladly cut him because his content sucks. And then
he remind me of a coworker or somebody that's just mad because you the boss. But in your face, you get them together, they're like, hey, what's up? I love you. And then you get them by the water cooler, and they be like, man, he don't know what he's doing. He can't run this place. He don't know what he's doing. He don't know how to run this place. And if it wasn't for people like the dude, y'all wouldn't even have a work environment.
This is exactly why DJ Akademiks ended up selling out and signing with Rumble, which is a streaming platform that is occupied mostly by like right-wing extreme political figures, like commentators. And so they pay.
Yeah, like your brothers. What's wrong with them? That looks more like your culture brother. What are you talking about? That's more of your folks. Anyway, don't hate on them. He went and got a Rumble check. Okay, blah blah blah, bang, bada, boom. Come on, man. Now, the right wing. You just use stuff when you want to use it to tear down somebody. You're not really doing nothing like spectacular. Like, oh yeah, look, now he's doing this and now he's doing that. All right, whatever. We already know he has some interesting politics. We can already get it. When he was doing the war on Chirac, we already got it. Okay, bro, what are you doing? What type of time are you on? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? And he's kind of pivoted, but he's still gonna be the same person like a lot of folks. We sit up here on this platform on YouTube trying to get to the coin while we talking about all this business. Come on, man. Come on. You say anybody's on this YouTube and ain't trying to get one of them 100K subscribers and you ain't trying to get a big boy bag, you tripping. So what, he went to a different platform? You mad? You mad because Rumble ain't hollered at you, huh?
Paid DJ Akademiks to go to Rumble and do his sit in his chair and drink stream, and that's what he does, and they pay him to do that. And Rumble loses.
Sound like some boss stuff to me. Let me just sit back at the house in the chair and just spit my thoughts and get paid. If that ain't amazing, the whole work environment now, most people are trying to it's hybrid. Ain't nobody trying to go back to the office. There's all kind of content creators now everybody got a podcast. Hey, it made me pick up the mic. Hey, everybody got what? Ain't nobody trying to go back in there. We trying to be at home with our kids on vacations. We trying to be, come on, game. You know that. Yeah, he said he's getting drunk. He getting a little tipsy. Yeah, he having fun. Are you mad? What, you sober? You mad because you can't get loaded?
Billions of dollars a year. Look it up. It's a terrible company. It's a shitty ass place to go. And but he had no choice. He had to sell out. It was too easy. It's too, for his style of content, which is sitting in a chair and drinking and rambling, that's the only place he can get a bag. And I think that DJ Akademiks is sort of mad at his own situation, like where his career is and the trajectory that it's headed. He's got a weird case. He sucks at making content. He's stuck in that chair. He's got Adam 16 making fun of his pecker.
These photos are not complimentary to his meat. Remo, would you say that that's fair?
She caught my man off guard, man. I don't know. It's not a good look. He down bad.
Who cares, bro? Who cares? You got the what's crazy is I think Akademiks and Dude are cool. But just imagine that. That just goes to show you this content game's crazy because it's just run up the content, man. That's all. And at the end of the day, who gives a dang? You got a 12E, 14, or you got a 7, a 3, a 2, a 1, a grower, not a shower. Who gives a fuck? As long as she like it or they like whoever you would have, as long as you like it. Excuse me. Man, make sure you love yourself, man, because this is a cold world, man. People was always trying to tell you how you ain't measuring up literally, because you supposed, come on, man, this is crazy. Oh, this is not flattering. Boy, what you getting excited? And that's okay, too, if you are. Just say I'm just getting excited or I'm turned off because you're getting pleasure.
I, too, also have to make a note that DJ Akademiks is good friends with the 16, even though the 16 makes fun of him constantly about his undersized.
See, he's right. See, I knew, that's what I was saying. They're kind of cool, bro. I don't know if I could be too cool with nobody like that. I mean, yeah, the content, maybe though, if I understand what we doing, I'm like, all right, I understand. You got your job to do, I got my job to do. But the way I'm coming for you too, though, in a way, you know what I'm saying? We can all inspire too. Yeah, for sure.
Below average situation, and he's made fun of him in many other ways as well. And he does way crazier, vulturistic things than anyone else. But he likes Adam 16. I wonder why that is. Adam 16 is venturing off into the corn worlds. He's doing all kinds of weird content that's not hip-hop oriented. Just wondering why he likes Adam.
Well, he's a BMXer, biker, dude. And he likes porn, he likes, you know what I'm saying? And sort of Like that's actually more what he likes. He likes to listen to rap music and all that. Okay, man, that's what he like to do. He's just doing what he like to do. You know, it's just he's doing what he likes to do. Come on now.
I mean, he doesn't like Buckingham. It's just really, it's insane. And what this is a classic case of picking and choosing. Okay, so with that being said, I think we're going to leave it here. And I will cover this story as it develops if I can. So thank you guys for watching and hitting the like button and doing all that stuff, subscribing, whatever you want. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, man.
6 years ago,
I definitely appreciate, you know, the content, man. I appreciate y'all, you know, point and shoot. I appreciate, you know, Akademiks. I just appreciate all y'all, man, because, you know, what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You're working hard, you know what I'm saying, to produce this stuff. And you are, though, believe it or not. I understand, especially now I'm starting to get in this. I get it. So I want to shout out to y'all first, because it ain't no hate. But at the same time, what I got from this little review here, man, is that, man, Black folks in particular, you know what I'm saying? We're going to always have an opinion about Black culture. And then when we see people who really ain't from our culture, you know, we're going to voice it. We're going to say something. Hey, man, this don't really look right. Even Black people in our culture, just like how they got on Akademiks about the stuff in Chirac or whatever. I think Vic Mensa was about to one time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we do that to each other. There's nothing wrong. I think the difference is when we acknowledge it, you know what I'm saying? And we say, okay, we'll be accountable for what we're doing. And then we just try to grow better, you know? And I think just to summarize all this is like, to our white folks who are saying that they're in the culture, supposed to be allies and all of this, right? If that's what you really are, man, it's just like, hey, man, just like acknowledge it. Be like, okay, yeah, that is kind of real, though. You don't got to be like, oh, he's an effing pussy. He ain't doing this and that. And that. All that's different. Now, if whatchamacallem Akademiks did say some stuff about him and was saying that, I can understand, because you can't just come at people with the tone. But if you're just pointing out some things, yeah, then it doesn't make sense that you try to, oh, he's just sitting behind. Because now what you're doing too, though, you know what that is? That's just another way to create more content and troll. Because you guys know in real life, you would never do nobody, especially probably, and I'm not trying to make Akademiks like the hardest guy regardless, you know what I'm saying? But there's just some people that tee off on you. And I don't think anybody, especially somebody that won't show their own face, I don't think you're really ready for a lot of conflict, my boy. I just don't really think that you are, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's okay, man, to, you know, just to be a visitor, you know, in Black culture and hip hop, you know what I'm saying? It's okay for people to run a route or a play, to go ahead and become a podcaster, man. And yeah, if you don't like it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But what's weird is that when people just try to, like, you know, I'm just picking up all this stuff so I can put you down, because I don't like bullies. It's just, you don't even have to do it. And a lot of the things that I heard on this were very homophobic, very misogynistic, you know, it's giving, you know what I'm saying, the patriarchy, you know, the white dominance, white supremacy, it's giving a lot of that, man. And if that's what you're going to bring into the culture, man, then please do us a favor, turn around and go home.